My wife found it the other day. She was looking for old holiday decorations up in the attic. Tucked away behind a box of dusty photo albums was another box. A long, white cardboard box. She yelled down, "What's this?" I knew exactly what it was. It was my secret stash. My emergency reading material. A collection of Silver Age Spider-Man comics I'd been putting together for years. I ran up there, probably faster than I've moved in a decade. There's a certain panic you feel when someone discovers your sacred space. It's not shame, not really. It's more like a kid getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar. It's a private joy, this thing we do. People who don't get it always say the same thing. Aren't you a little old for comic books? They see the bright colors and the BAM and POW sound effects and they dismiss it. They think it's just simple stories about guys in tights punching other guys in tights. And yeah, sometimes it is. There's nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned slugfest between heroes and villains. But that's just scratching the surface. The stories we loved as kids grew up right alongside us. Think about your first comic book. Mine was a beat-up copy of a Batman comic I found at a flea market. I was probably 7 or 8. Batman was cool. He had a cool car and cool gadgets. That's all I needed to know. But as I got older, I started reading things like The Dark Knight Returns. Suddenly, Batman wasn't just a cool guy with gadgets. He was an old, bitter man dealing with his own mortality. These characters are modern myths. They're our Greek gods, our King Arthurs. They teach us about sacrifice, honor, and responsibility. So no, we're not too old for comic books. The comic books just got old enough for us. There's a special kind of magic in collecting. It's not just about owning something. It's about the journey to find it. For a comic book collector, this is the heart of the hobby. It's the thrill of the hunt. You have your list, the holy grails, the issues you need to complete a run. It could be Action Comics #1, or it could be the last issue of Howard the Duck. You need to finish the series. I spend hours, and I mean hours, digging through long boxes at comic shops and conventions. Your fingers get dusty from flipping through thousands of plastic sleeves. Your back starts to hurt from leaning over a table for so long. But then you see it. Tucked between 2 random issues of Dazzler, there it is. The one you've been searching for. The cover is a little faded, maybe there's a small crease in the corner, but it's real. Your heart does a little jump. It's a feeling of pure discovery. It's also about appreciation for the art. We're not just collecting stories, we're collecting pieces of art. We talk about artists like Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, and Neil Adams with the same reverence that art historians talk about Rembrandt or Picasso. The true value isn't monetary, it's the personal value. It's the pride of having a complete collection of your favorite series lined up perfectly on a shelf. It's your own personal museum of awesomeness. One of the biggest misconceptions about comics is that they are pure escapism. And you know, they definitely can be. Sometimes you just want to see the Hulk smash something after a long day at work. But honestly, the best comics, the ones that really stick with you, are the ones that aren't afraid to get real. Take the X-Men, for example. At its core, the story of the X-Men has always been an allegory for civil rights. It's about a group of people who are feared and hated just for being different. They're born with these abilities they can't control, and society persecutes them for it. The stories also delve into personal struggles. Tony Stark's battle with alcoholism and the demon in a bottle storyline was honestly groundbreaking. It showed a major hero at his absolute lowest point, dealing with a very real and destructive disease. This is why these stories continue to resonate with grown men. We're not kids anymore. We've seen some stuff. We've dealt with loss, with failure, with our own inner demons. When we see a character like Captain America feeling disillusioned with his own government, or Daredevil questioning his faith, it connects with us on a deeper level. Being a comic book fan used to be a pretty lonely hobby. You were the weird kid in the corner of the library, hiding your copy of Uncanny X-Men inside a history textbook. But you know, something amazing happened over the last couple of decades. The world changed. The geeks inherited the earth. Walk into any comic book store on a Wednesday, which is New Comic Book Day, and you'll see it. It's a gathering place. It's our version of a neighborhood bar. You see guys from all walks of life, lawyers, construction workers, teachers, dads, all standing around talking about the latest issue of Batman. Comic conventions are like the Super Bowl for our culture. For one weekend, an entire city convention center is transformed into our world. You're surrounded by thousands of people who love the exact same things you do. Nobody is going to look at you funny for wearing a Green Lantern t-shirt. It's an incredibly validating and welcoming experience. It's a reminder that you are not alone. You're part of a massive global tribe. Ultimately, this community is why so many of us stick with it as adults. life can be isolating. You go to work, you come home, you take care of your responsibilities. It can be hard to make new friends or find people who share your specific interests. The world of comic books gives us that. It gives us a reason to connect with others. It's a shared language. It's a culture built on creativity, imagination, and a mutual love for incredible stories. And that's why you'll still find us in the comic shop every week, ready to see what happens next. It's more than a hobby, it's a brotherhood.